session, we're going to talk about a topic that is super popular amongst businesses, marketing departments. A lot of people are frustrated; they don't know what to do when it comes to this. And the topic is converting clicks into customers. So, as a marketing department or team or person, it's not only our responsibility to create clicks, and we will see a lot of agencies will supply clicks and stats around clicks, typically on social media. But as a business, we know that you do get frustrated with the fact that these are just clicks. And at the end of the day, you want customers. So this is important for us as marketers to understand and know, to make sure that we do the right decisions to make this happen, and that we understand what is actually the goal of our marketing. A marketing goal should not be about just generating clicks. It really should be about getting customers. So what we're going to talk about is a framework that really helps us do exactly that, converting these clicks into customers. Creating the clicks is part of it, but it's not necessarily the first step, as you will see as we're going through. So we're going to talk about something called customer journey. We're going to talk about life cycle marketing, which is basically what happens to the customer as they're going through their purchases or deciding to purchase, and what can we do as a business to nudge people along in that process. So let's have a look. Converting clicks into customers. As I said, this is a question that we very often get from both potential and existing clients, and really the core of what we must focus on as marketers, in addition to generating the attention and the clicks. So the goals for this session and the topics of discussions will be how to get more customers from our marketing activities, efficient spend of our marketing budget. So our marketing resources would typically be the people that can contribute and the money that we have to spend. So how do we use that efficiently? How do we use our people efficiently? And how do we use our marketing budget efficiently so that we can convert clicks into customers, or actually get customers from the activities that we do? So it's a framework that we're going to go through, a mindset and approach to the marketing that really needs to be there to make this happen. And then we're going to look at how tech can support this process. We're going to talk a lot about automation as well, but I'm going to give very specific examples of what and how to automate along this process. So let's dive into it. First, we're going to look at how we get more customers from our marketing. So this is now, well, first thing is going to be the framework that we need to understand, an approach when we prioritize our marketing, and then we're going to talk about how to prioritize it according to that, and then we're going to see how we can use tech to support that. So first the framework, then how to prioritize and tech. A little bit of background to this, just to set you in the right frame of mind. So 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. Two main reasons I'm going to highlight is, one, there's no efficient lead capture. So there's no process to capture leads efficiently and systematically, so they fall through the cracks. The second one is that salespeople don't really know how to follow up with these leads, so they end up not doing it. They might not know what they were interested in, how they got in, what to say, so they just end up not doing it. Then we have 25% of salespeople make a second contact and then they stop. And only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. This is important because 2% of sales are made on the first contact. So very, very little sales are made on the first contact. So imagine first contact being something like ad shows up on Instagram, you go by and check out in the same flow. There's no leaving the cart, anything like that. Straight from ad to complete the purchase, only 2%. Whilst 90% of sales are made on the fourth contact and up. So 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts, while 90% of sales are made on the 4th contact and up. There's a huge room for improvement here, and we're going to look at how to do it, how to prioritize it, and how to use tech to support that. So you don't have to work too hard once it's implemented. So basically, what are your expectations to your advertising efforts? More often than not, it is expecting too much from your click generating activities. They will lead to purchases. But as we see here, only 2% of those purchases are made on the first contact. So quickly, we're going to go through what the customer experience or the customer journey is compared to what you will focus on or should focus on as a business. So the customer journey can be divided into, there's different examples out there, but I've divided it into 6. Sometimes there's 8 steps, sometimes it's fewer steps, but I have highlighted 6 steps here. So the first one is that the customer realizes they have a problem, which will be they have a need of something, and then they become aware of you as a supplier. These 2 things can sometimes happen at the same time. If you are posting a picture in front of them of something, and then they realize in the same instance that, oh, this is something I need. So that is the first 2 steps. Then they go into consideration phase, where they consider 2 things. Do I actually have this need? Do I need this? How big is my problem? How much am I willing to spend on it? Those kind of considerations. And then surround their own need. And then they also consider you as a supplier. Both of those are in the consideration phase. Then they go to decision. Should I purchase? Should I not purchase? Is it worth it? Is it not? Should I purchase from this supplier? Should I not? Choose someone else. Then they go into retention and loyalty phase or stage. Retention will be that they stay with you, and loyalty will be that they become more ambassadors of your brand. We like to call it fans when we go over to lifecycle marketing. It means that they help generate new business for you. So not just stay with you, but they help generate new business for you. And we're going to look at how. And we're going to look at how to automate it. Now, you as a business, so that's what happens on the customer side. Now, you as a business need to understand this, because you need to do different things at different stages. At the problem and awareness stage, you need to focus on collecting leads. Collecting leads will be to target the right client, to target them. Attract them means having content that is relevant and attractive to them. And then you need to capture them. So you need to have a system in place to efficiently capture the contact details when they leave them, and make sure that they go into a system for appropriate follow-up. When the customer is in the consideration and decision phase, we are focusing on converting clients, which is one of the main topics of today. And we're going to go into examples on how to and what to do. What we do, we are engaging and nurturing the lead. They are in the consideration phase. So we need to make sure that they see us as the best supplier, and that their need is relevant and you can solve it efficiently for them. Then we need to offer the right thing at the right time. Really, really important. So we don't offer the wrong thing or make the purchase process complicated. And in that also, we need to close them. In the retention phase and the loyalty phase, we look at creating fans. So as a business, our focus now shifts to delivering, impressing, and multiplying. Delivering what's expected. Impressing is delivering beyond expectations. You're going to give examples. And multiplying is relating specifically to that loyalty stage, how to get added value from every customer that you bring in. Say, for example, you spent $500 to get a client in, and your product is worth $500 to you. So now basically you made nothing of that customer, but you did get a new customer. If you can get that customer to buy again, or get a new customer from that existing customer that buys the same product, now you double your profit. Or in this instance, you've gone from having nothing in profit to having $500 in profit. And that's what we're talking about when talking about multiplying, either repeat purchases or new clients from existing clients. So you see, it's very distinct what you need to focus on as a business at the different stages. The framework that we're using is the life cycle marketing framework. It consists of, take my picture away. It consists of the same stages as we saw in the previous section, but we're going a little bit more into detail on how this is all connected. Collecting leads is connected to converting clients, is connected to creating fans, which again is connected to converting clients and collecting leads. So all of these things are connected to each other. Again, we can see that collecting leads consists of targeting. So we need to do efficient targeting. We need to attract the potential leads. We need to be attractive to them. And we need to efficiently capture them. So we need to have a specific strategy on how we want to capture leads to make sure that they can move on into the conversion, which is engaging with them, nurture them, offer them relevant product or services at the right time, and close them. Might be a special deal, might be something relevant at the right time again. Then when we create fans, we need to deliver what we promised, as mentioned, and you need to understand what they expect from you. Impress, so deliver above and beyond. This could be things like freebies, add-ons, discounts on the next purchase, something surprising extra. It can be information, it can also be exceptionally customer service, exceptional complaint handling, things like that. And then we have multiply, which I've already mentioned, consists of getting more value out of your existing customers in addition to getting new customers from your existing customers. So that is the lifecycle marketing framework. We need to make sure that we have activities on every single 9 steps of this process. If anything here is missing, we will not be able to efficiently convert clicks into customers. Let's see if I had a resource on that. Here's a resource that you can use to map your current customer journey. It's up on the screen there. You can download. It's a free resource that you can use to map out where you currently are in your lifecycle marketing process. It's really important to map out where you are to understand how to improve it. You will quickly identify where there's holes in any of these 9 steps. Then, now, how do you efficiently, you have a set budget and you have a set of resources, people. Now, how do you efficiently use those resources to build your lifecycle marketing? Your lifecycle marketing will be a continuous work in progress. Your first step is to map out where you're at in the customer journey mapping. And then from there, decide, what do I do next? Now, I'm going to go through how to prioritize that. So here is the priority path that we use with our clients as well. And the first thing this starts with is re-engaging your existing list. If you have any clients whatsoever or potential leads whatsoever, that's where we start. We start re-engaging them. If you do have a CRM system, they will be in your CRM system. If you don't, we will first make sure that there is a CRM system in place. We partners with a couple of CRM systems. We very often use one and end up recommending one called Keep. I'll quickly show a little thing about that later. So the first thing we'll look at is to re-engage your existing leads. If you don't have any existing leads, if you're nailing that part, we're looking at capturing leads from existing traffic. So how are you capturing your current leads? Where does your Facebook ad leads end up? Where does your Instagram leads end up? Where does your Outlook inbox leads end up? Where does your website contact page leads add up? Where does your lead magnet leads end up? They all need to come together in one place, which should then be your CRM system, so that you can efficiently follow them up depending on which ad they were interested in, which channel they came through, etc. This allows us then to engage and nurture. So the next priority is to make sure that you have an engagement and nurturing process in place. Really, really important. This is where we very often will spend quite a bit of time if people don't have this in place. Now, I don't expect this to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we need to start somewhere. So again, lifecycle marketing is an ongoing process. We need to make sure that you have something in place so you have something to improve. Then we're looking at the customer experience, making sure it's a great customer experience. Then we're asking happy customers for referrals and upselling. We more than not automate this process, because generally people like to jump onto the next sale. So having an automated process for getting those referrals and reviews in is really, really valuable. Again, having the CRM system that can also automate makes it a lot easier for us. So we're going to talk about the tech afterwards. Then we look at the purchase process. How easy is it to purchase? And we look at this very, very objectively. So generally, when you created your own purchase process, you think it's fairly easy. The same, your neighbor, your aunt, your mother, your partner will also be very subjective and think that it's very easy. So we highly recommend to have someone that will be objective to look at your purchase process. Just because you have a buy now button on your website does not mean that the purchase process is easy. We look at location of it, number of clicks to it, a lot of different things to make sure that the purchase process is easy. Or how does your, if you don't use a buy now, but how does your purchase process look? What does the contract process look like? How long is it? How do you follow up on it, etc.? And then when all those things are in order, we're looking at generating new traffic to your website. Now, your whole conversion process is in place. Only then do we start to spend money on generating new traffic to your website. Unfortunately, a lot of people start there and they burn out their marketing budgets before they even got properly started, and they get demotivated by it. So this is the priority path that you need to follow to efficiently build your lifecycle marketing. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, but make sure you have something at every single step. So the last topic is letting tech support the process. So it's a lot of things. As you see through this presentation, it's a lot of things you need to focus on. That's why we really recommend that things get put into system and gets automated. Allows you to continue to review your process, and allows you to continue to improve your process. So in the collecting leads phase, what can you use tech for, and how can you use it? So collecting leads is a targeting, attracting, and capturing. First of all, you do need a CRM. A CRM system stands for Customer Relationship Management System, and is built to collect all the data that you have on a customer centrally in one place. Here is an example from Keep how the contact record can look like, where you have pulled in some data from social here and some pictures, and what you need to do on them, messages that's been, and some general data here on the side. So this is quite a simple CRM record where you have all the information you need one place. It's also really important, as we see from at the bottom, from a compliance point of view. If you're operating in Europe, you need to adhere to GDPR. If you're operating in South Africa, we have POPI Act. If you operate in the States, you have their Privacy Act. Basically, most places have Privacy Act that protects the consumer. Some places like South Africa in the POPI also protects businesses. And if you have anyone that are based in any of those regions, you need to be compliant with that data. So a CRM system also allows you to use segmentation to attract clients. So you can find a segment to whoever was interested in something specific or a specific geographical location. If you want to run a seminar for them, etc., you can use segmentation to attract. A good CRM system should be able to use advanced segmentation. There's a very big difference out there on what systems call segmentation. So be aware of that. Forms and landing pages, they can be targeted and relevant to segment. And lead magnets can be delivered through automatically. So you fill in a form and you immediately get your lead magnet delivered and tracked. Here, for example, is an example where we have a form to book a 30-minute free consultation that is filled out, and automatically the CRM record is created, and they receive an email to click on the link to schedule the free consultation, and they book the appointment. So the appointment is up here. So you might not be able to see it, but that's that little blob here says appointment. So there's just a screenshot from Keep, how it looks like there, where we have put a form that we built in Keep, very easy drag and drop. You just drag these fields in and we place it on our website or on our social channels or wherever we wanted it. And then automatically, by that being filled in, leads are captured. And they're receiving their lead magnets, and we can segment them, and even appointments. So Keep also has appointment booking, so they automatically can book time in your calendar. But again, also compliance, really important. Then we have converting clients. Converting clients is about engaging, nurturing, offering, and selling. So a couple of things that can be automated and set up. Oops, that was one too much. Is your sales pipeline overview and automation. So in Keep, for example, we can build pipelines in the same system as your CRM. Here's a very simple pipeline with leads, qualifying leads, and one. You can build these pipelines out much more advanced than this, and you can create automation at every step. For example, when a new lead comes in, automatically send an internal notification that the new lead is created. You will be able to know much more about your potential customer. So you will know how they got in, which lead source they came from, a lot more information about them, depending on what you've collected, obviously. You will be able to do segmentation. So you can segment so that different people receive different communication based on what they were interested in, or maybe what they clicked on, etc. Example here is this person has received an offer to join a webinar. If they accepted the offer, so here's the logic in the automation. If they accepted the offer, they get an email follow-up. If they rejected the offer, they get a discount code. So we try again. So maybe get a discounted price on that webinar. We have email automation, which is partly what this is. Email automation follow-up based on accepted. Email automation follow-up based on not accepted. And this all automatically happens based on the choice that this person did in the initial email. Automation allows us to build a relationship and trust. The fact that we can plan out communication makes it a lot less random. So we can build more strategies around what we want to communicate in the nurturing and engage stage specifically, or in the offer and sell stages, to make sure that we are building the trust that is needed for this person to complete the purchase. Basically, we can nudge them along in the process as they go. We can also make sure that we have the right offer at the right time. So it's also very important to not sell something before the relationship and trust is built, potentially. And like we had example in the webinar offer, if the offer is not accepted, we can supply a discount that might allow them to go through with the purchase. We can create landing pages for exclusive offers. So Keep also has a built-in landing page builder. That's great for offers that you want to be perceived as special, not necessarily open on your website. So really, really useful to use landing pages for exclusive offers. For example, this discount code for the webinar could be on, it could also be in the email, but it could be especially on a landing page where they get a discount. Then we have landing pages for easy access to relevant info. So we might, on our webpage, we have general information. We might want to target that information a lot more. We want to focus the information based on the target group, so it's much more targeted and segmented, and for that we can use landing pages. An example can be a service for a specific vertical, where on your website you are supplying the service in general, but on a landing page you can really package that information and the imagery for a specific vertical, making it much more targeted than on the general website. We can make it easy to purchase, for example, with those landing pages with exclusive offers. And by knowing where people are in the pipeline, so just having the pipeline, we know that they're close to where they are. Are they just leads? Are they qualifying? Are they in negotiation phase? Where are they in the process? Then we have creating fans. Creating fans consists of deliver, impress, and wow. So this is where you will really want to keep the relationship going. You want to make sure that you keep on communicating also beyond the point of where they are becoming customers. So continuing to communicate instead of just moving on to the next prospect is really, really valuable. And we recommend that this is automated. Again, if you have a pipeline, you know when someone has become a customer, you can build a preset automated sequence of communication that keeps that relationship going. Things like information and added value. The beauty of automating this is that you will remember to do it every single time because you don't actually have to remember it. So here is an example up here where a job is complete. The automation is when a deal enters the job complete stage, immediately, in this instance, we are sending an email with a Google review request. But that could also have been email nurturing sequence or communication sequence or reminder to someone to follow up in a couple of weeks to see how things are going. We can have active complaint handling. We can ask people if they are happy or unhappy. And if they're unhappy, we immediately have someone from our team contact them and make sure that impression is corrected. Asking for reviews and referrals, the example up here, when a deal enters job complete, immediately send an email for that Google review request. If you have tried this already, you will also know that more often than not, you need to send more than one reminder to submit that Google review. So when we create these automations, we send a couple of reminders if they haven't submitted the request yet. Then we have getting repeat sales and creating loyalty. So here we have someone has purchased the online course and they automatically get a 50% off the next course. So that is added value and we get repeat sales and loyalty. We already sold to these people. They already trust us. We put in a lot of effort into converting them. Now it's just time to maximize the value. Again, automating this ensures that you do it every single time. Creating fans is normally fairly easy to automate a lot of processes, and very often is a very underutilized area. There is a special deal through us as a key partner. So what I've been showing you is Key Pro. Through this link, you will find a special deal that is 50% off so this will be compared to the website pricing. And it's only available through this link. It is a 50% lifetime discount plus a startup discount. That basically means 75% off for the first couple of months. And then after that, you continue with the 50% off. Really, really great deal. I'm going to show you a video just to show you a little bit more about what Keep is about. But if you have any questions about CRM systems and automation, feel free to reach out. We do work with more systems than Keap. It's just that this is what we end up recommending.
Greetings from everyone at Keap. Today we're talking about how can small businesses use automation. Howdy, I'm Derek Harju, and today we'll be talking about the ways your small business can use automation. To remain profitable and competitive, small businesses are investing more and more in automation technology and software, with sales and marketing being key automation areas. When you apply automation to your sales and marketing process, not only do you get more profit, but you get more leads, more customers, and better yet, more repeat customers. Marketing automation can help score and nurture leads throughout the sales cycle and boost conversions by targeting customers with the highest purchasing potential. New customers rarely purchase from a business the first time they learn about it, which is why marketing automations such as personalized email campaigns are vital to building and fostering client relationships. Through regular, thoughtfully crafted sends, you'll be able to encourage lead relationships and increase conversion rates. Follow-up emails sent to customers who browse your website, fill out a data capture, abandon their cart, or even write a negative review can help complete the potential transaction. Zappos CEO Tony Hsieh, in his book Delivering Happiness, explained that the best way to gain a customer for life isn't meeting their expectations when they're happy, it's exceeding their expectations when they're unhappy. Follow-ups and tailored communication let your customers know that you're there for them when things go well, but that you'll also be there for them when things go wrong. Let's say you've had an amazing month, best lead closure and purchase volumes you've ever seen. The very next month, everything seems to fall apart. Customers are leaving in droves, revenue is way down, it's a disaster. So what happened? Without automation in place to track the customer journey, you'll likely just be guessing, which is a great recipe for long-term failure. How long did it take the customer to make a transaction? How soon after reaching the website did they receive a follow-up email? What information did they submit to complete the purchase? Maybe they bailed on their cart, but at what part of the process? Did they click away? What marketing assets are leading to the highest conversions, and which ones are bringing customer engagement to a screeching halt? With simple automation, you can see critical data on your customer's journey and make intelligent adjustments to keep your leads engaged, closed, and nurtured month after month. Still unsure where to apply automation created by software like Keap? Here are just a few of the top performing areas being automated by successful small businesses as we enter 2020. Routine communication, data entry, billing, basic paperwork, appointment scheduling, employee hiring, training, TV VCR repair, or get your degree. You can major in business management or accounting. Wait, that's a different commercial. And as we've discussed, email campaigns, follow-ups, and customer journey monitoring. Once automations like this are in place, your existing team will be set up for success and freed up to focus on big picture ideas and decisions that can help grow your small business. Thanks for watching How Can Small Business Use Automation, presented by Keap. If you want the next video in our series, watch 4 Tips for Small Business Automation. Just click the link in the description.
So as we see, the automation can be used in many different places.
Greetings from everyone at Keap. Today we're talking about how can...
There we go. As we see, Keap is just one of the softwares. There's many softwares out there. We operate with more of them. So if you have any questions, getting some guidance on what software is actually right for you can be highly valuable. Understanding your need for segmentation, understanding the potential in your business with fairly simple automated processes. So if any of that sounds interesting, just be in touch. Make sure that you start off by mapping your lifecycle marketing, your customer journey. What does that look like today? And prioritize according to what I showed you earlier. With that, I wish you the best of luck. And